Hello guys, you are watching my channel. In this video you will learn how to create a simple calculator in Python. I am using Python IDE for making this program. I hope you know how to create a new file by going to file menu and then clicking on new file. You can create a new file. Let's jump into this video. So in the first line I am using while loop, and in while loop you can see I am using a condition 1. It means it reiterate for an infinite number of times. Then in the second line I am taking the first number as an input. By default, you know, Python takes input in the data type of string, so but I want to use this number as an integer for performing different operations. So I am typecasting this number into integer. For typecasting you need to write int before this input statement. In the same way, in this third line I am taking the second number using the input statement and again typecasting it into integer using int. And one thing you need to remember, you need to add one extra bracket when you are typecasting this into integer. So let's move on. In the fourth line I simply used one print statement, so where I ask the user to select one of the 5 operators which my calculator can perform. So in the fifth line, in this line I educate the user that he need to press 1 if he or she wants to perform addition, and he needs to press 2 for subtraction. Same way press 3 for multiplication, and press 4 for division, and press 5 for taking power. Now move to the next line. In this line I again use the input statement to take any number from 1 to 5. And one important thing is I am also asking the user that if he wants to exit the while loop, he need to press 6. When he will press 6, he will exit from this while loop and your program execution will be terminated. Okay, so and then in this line I am using if else statement. So in the first condition, if operator, when the user enter 1, then I am typecast that 1 into integer and then store that number into operator variable. Okay, and then in the if statement I see what user enter. If the user enter operator is equal to 1, it means he wants to perform addition operation. Then I will simply add the above two numbers x and y and store the result in result r variable. And in the next line I'd simply use the print statement. I print the sum of the two numbers is r, and what is r? R is nothing but r is equal to x plus y. Now similarly, moving to the next statement, elif operator equal to, if the user enter 2, then we will perform the subtraction operation x minus y and store the result into the result variable r. And in the next line we will use the print statement. and set the difference of the two numbers is equal to r, and r is nothing but r is equal to x minus y in this case. In the same way, in the next elif statement, I check the condition if operator is equal to 3. One thing students usually may confuse in this, they use 1 equal instead of 2 equals. So one thing, when you need to perform comparison, you need to use equal operator 2 times. Operator equal 3. This statement will perform comparison between operator and 3. If operator is equal to 3, then we will multiply the above two numbers x and y and store the result in variable r, result variable. And in the same way we use the print statement and print r. The multiplication of two numbers is equal to r, and where r is nothing but multiplication of x and y. Here you can see. In the same way, in the next statement, I check the condition if operator is equal to 4. If this condition is true, then we will divide x by y and store the result in variable r. And in the same way, in the next statement, using print, I said the division of two numbers is equal to r, and where r is equal to x divided by y. In the same way, in the next statement, elif 5, I check if the operator is equal to 5. If this condition becomes true, then we will move to the next line inside this elif, and I take x and raise to the power y. In Python, you need to remember, if you want to take power, you need to use this multiplication symbol or star symbol, whatever you like to say. You need 2 times this multiplication, then you will get x raised to the power y, and the result of this operation will be stored in this variable r. And in the same way, in the next line, I will say the exponent power x is equal to x multiplied by y. In the same way, I can also write here r. For this, don't confuse, please don't confuse. You can also write r, or you can directly write x multiply y or x star y here. By doing this, you will reduce the number of lines in your program and make it more efficient. But for illustration purpose, I write this statement of separate. And in the next condition, if operator is equal to 6, then what we will do, we will print you exit from the calculator, and then use the break statement that will break the while loop, and you become exit out of the calculator. Okay. And in the next operator, if user by mistake enter other values from 1 to 6, suppose he enters 7, 8, 9 or some other character, then this condition becomes true, and we will print invalid operator, and then again we will use break statement, and we will break the loop. We will break this while loop and exit the program. So let's run this program to see whether it is working or not. You can click this run and then run module, press OK. Okay, so he's asking to enter the first number. Let's enter 2, and then he is asking to enter the second number. Let's enter 3. Now he is asking select one operator from list of the following operator. Press 1 for addition, press 2 for subtraction, press 3 for multiplication, press 4 for division, and press 5 for taking power. And if you press 6, you will exit from the program. So